Hi guys, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sean.
And welcome back to our Reader's Warehouse BookTube channel and another Friday read. Today we're going to be highlighting some new books that have just gone into our stores and you can check them out this weekend.
Great stuff. So the first book we're talking about today is going to be the colouring book we have, what we recently received, the Enchanted Forest. It's been extremely popular at the moment. Our stores have been selling them a lot. It's basically a nice big book, soft cover, where you can see there's a lot of different types of drawings throughout the book, and as you're colouring it in, you'll notice that new patterns will come about, and you'll see different images and stuff will come out. So what you'll notice as well is when you open up take off the dust jacket, there's even more designs that goes with it. If you can see over there, cool stuff. So it's a very cool little book. The next sequel's coming out very soon, and the price of 209 Rand. So be on the lookout for this. It's by Jonah Basford. Like I said, it's very popular, very cool little book to have, perfect for work or home, just to squiggle and colour in. Good stress reliever as well, so be on the lookout for this one. Is there anything we can add?
No, that's about it.
Cool. Cool, and the next one we got up is the Monsters Love Underpants, very popular book by the author Claire Friedman and Ben Court. The series has always sold very well in our stores. It's basically, monsters have always been looked at to be scary animals, as scary little creatures, and this series is basically about how these monsters dress up in funny little underpants, all different colours and sizes, and as you go through the pages you'll see that the animal or the monsters have all these cool little pants that they're wearing. The books range from all different types of different types.
Yeah, we've had the most popular one in this started off was the Aliens of Underpants, and then we've had everything from Pirates of Underpants to dinosaurs, and now we've got this great Monsters Love Underpants, and this is its first time in soft cover, and it's selling for 128 Rand.
And also, if you go onto the website, you can also download some audio assistance as well.
Yeah, on here there's a link, a QR code link to you can get the audio. So if you want one night, if you want to not read the book with your family, but you want to listen to it and follow the book, the story with them, you can, which is quite neat, which is something new that they started doing now with this series.
Cool, so be on the lookout for it.
Then next up, I just want to highlight a graphic novel series that went in the news last week because the film rights were sold and they allocated a director and the 2 stars to play in the series. It's a series called Valerian and Laureline. It's a European comic. They basically call this series Tintin in outer space. So it's like a sci-fi graphic novel series. So the illustrations are very similar to Tintin as it being a European comic. So if you know someone who likes reading Tintin 7, 8, 9 or older, this is quite a nice series to get them into. As Tintin's only a 20-odd book, so it's quite a nice series. We've got about 8 of these now in our shop, selling at 129 Rand. The 2 actors to play in the movies, Valerian is going to be played by Dane DeHaan, and then Laureline, the female, is being played by Cara Delevingne. So 2 big actors making a scene in Hollywood. So hopefully the movie does really well, and more people will be interested in the graphic novels.
Cool, great stuff.
Then next up, we just want to highlight an award-winning book for South African. He won the prize of the European Literacy Prize for first novel, so it's a debut author. And this is basically a sci-fi novel by Andrew Miller, and it's basically set in a futuristic Johannesburg. And it basically deals with a whole range of characters, and a lot of the human race is no longer available, and there's only a few humans still living there, and the world is being taken over by vegetation. As you can see on the cover, there's like a plant growing there, and basically it's a story of these different humans surviving on Earth and how they get along and what actually happens. And so it's won an award, so it's a really great for Andrew, and it'll be interesting to see how this novel does internationally and locally. So if you're a sci-fi reader, this is quite a nice book to try out and let us know what you think. And also, what's also really great about this book is it's very short chapters. So it's like 1 or 2 pages. Some of them are longer chapters, and I think that's quite nice. So if you haven't got a lot of time or you don't read that much, then at least you can slowly get into it, and then hopefully you'll carry on reading the book.
The price goes at 180 Rand a copy.
There you go.
In case you're looking out for that. Cool, good stuff, guys.
And the next 2 books that we just wanted to highlight were 2 new fiction titles that have just come out. One is by Lesley Pearse over here, called Without a Trace, that's what it's called, yes.
Yeah.
And basically this is set after the wars in the 1950s, and it's basically about a lead female character called Molly, and the story goes that a new lady and her daughter go into a small town where she is. They've moved in, and they basically one day they find the Cassie, the new female visitor, dead, and the daughter's gone missing. And so basically Molly works with her friend George, who's a policeman, to try and find out what happened to her, and who Cassie's killer is, and what happened to the daughter. And it basically, the whole story revolves around Molly going on this huge journey to try and find out where Cassie's family are, and if she finds Cassie's family, that they'll help trying to find where the daughter is. And as Lesley Pearse writes, these are incredible saga type novels with strong females. The lead female in here, Molly, is very strong, and they've said this is one of her best books that's come out. Lesley Pearse still has great writing style and is a great storyteller, so if you're a Lesley Pearse fan, this is definitely one to read, and if you're not a fan, maybe this is one you should give a try. And it's selling for 249
Rand. That's correct.
And then the last one I just want to quickly highlight today is the new Baldacci title called Memory Man. This is his latest book that has come out now. It's starting an all new character. The character is also a detective. In the beginning of his career, when he was younger, he was a football player, and basically he has a concussion on the field, and now he can remember anything. He had like a brain situation which makes him remember anything that has happened in his life, and so he's used this skill, you could call it, to become a detective. And then one day what happens is that he comes home after work, and his wife and daughter have been killed, and then it basically puts him out, and he starts having a very hard life from that situation. And then one day at work, someone comes in claiming that he was the killer of his family, and basically the whole story goes on from there. Is the detective has to find out, is this actually the really killer, or was someone else with the killer who was involved with, and things like that. So it's quite a whole new series from Baldacci, and I'm sure you'll write about this character again, and it's definitely worth giving a try. If you're a Baldacci fan, maybe this is going to be a series that you'll say is one of his best. Maybe you can have to let us know. And the detective is called Amos Decker, is the detective for the series now. So, and the price of that book is?
The price is 221 Rand, so be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for listening to the BookTube channel.
Yeah, thanks for listening today, and don't forget to subscribe below if you're not, with our Readers Warehouse BookTube, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.